All right. Come to the stage. Very, very funny guy. It's all the way from DC. We're happy to have him back. Ken Walter, everybody. Ken.
Hello, New York. How you doing? All right. Give it up for my friend Tom Myers over there. Finishing up a little before his time. The industry term for that is premature ejaculation. But he'll get over it. So hey, as Jeff told you, my name is Ken Water, and I have the title of DC's funniest tax accountant. That's an impressive title, isn't it? It's kind of like being the best athlete in fat camp, or the coolest kid in the marching band. It's kind of like being the guy with the biggest dick in Asia. It's impressive to all the other Asians, not so much everybody else. But it is a pretty good job, accounting. I like it. I get to travel a little bit, sometimes to kind of wild and exotic places too, like West Virginia. That happened recently. I was out on a job and it lasted a little long, so a group of us had to spend the weekend in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Saturday night comes along, we're all looking for something to do. We thought, well, okay, we could go to the movies, but we'd all seen Cannonball Run. So we did the other thing you can do in Martinsburg on a Saturday night. We went to one of the local strip clubs. We were out there watching the show, having a good time, and it got a little late. Time to go home because I'd run out of dollar bills. And I said to one of the ladies, I was like, well, hey, what time do you guys open tomorrow? And she looks at me like I'm crazy. She says, tomorrow? Tomorrow's Sunday. We don't dance naked on Sunday. That's the Lord's Day. Excuse me, Sister Cinnamon. Apparently, the Lord is cool with the naked dancing Monday through Saturday, just not on Sunday. So I was glad to see she had that moral compass properly calibrated. But then it made me think, I was like, well, hey, what about the Jewish strippers? Why can't they dance on Sunday? They take off on Saturday, right? But I realized there was a flaw in my logic. See, there are no Jewish strippers. If you think about it, there's no way in this world you're seeing a Jewish girl naked for $1. Come on, even their gynecologist has to give them jewelry. So I get to do a little financial planning in my practice. That's actually been really tough lately. Interest rates are so low, nobody's making any money. And it's actually gotten to the point where I've had to look at my own retirement portfolio and try and come up with a strategy to make this little bit of money last my entire lifespan. So I took up smoking. That doesn't work, I'm going skydiving. Interest rates drop one more time, smoking while skydiving. But hey, I'm celebrating now. I've reached lifetime status at Weight Watchers. I am proud to tell you all I've lost 200 pounds on Weight Watchers. That's great. 50 pounds 4 times. I have more different sized wardrobes than Kirstie Alley. And I originally joined Weight Watchers not so much to lose weight, but to pick up women. It's not that bad an idea. You go to the average Weight Watcher meeting. There are like 50 women and 2 guys. Hell, even I can beat those odds. Of course, you can't actually pick up women you meet Weight Watchers. I've always fought the weight battle. I really have. Ever since I was a little kid. I was a fat little kid. I was so fat as a kid, I needed 2 friends to play seesaw. Only exercise I ever got was chasing the ice cream truck. I used to play hide and go eat. I learned from going to Weight Watchers, I'm what's called a sneak eater. That's when you hide when you eat because you don't want people to see what you're doing. I do that. I go to get food, I hide behind the refrigerator door, eat real fast. Or I take food and I run into the closet and I shove it in. Or I take food and I go down the basement where no one can see me. But you know what the really sick part of this is? I live alone. Who am I hiding from, the goldfish? I recently hired a pest control company. or as he calls himself, a divorce lawyer. It's the same thing, it's just way more expensive. The main difference between a pest control company and a divorce lawyer is this. The pest control company comes in, gets rid of the pest, and then you go back in the house. The divorce lawyer comes in, gives the pest your house, and you go find an apartment. Which coincidentally needs a pest control company. So I am single and unattached, and yes, I am surprised too. I'd like to date, but I was married for 25 years. Murderers get less time. It's a long time. So I didn't know how to date, or what to do, or where to begin. So I asked some friends for advice. And they told me that in today's world, you need to use the net to get women, which is good advice, but at first I misunderstood. See, back when I was dating, using the net to get women, well, that usually involved duct tape and a van. But they meant the internet, of course. So I joined Match.com to meet women, and I gotta tell you, technology is a wonderful thing. I mean, now on a single Saturday night, I can get rejected by dozens of women right in the comfort of my own home. I don't even have to get dressed. I don't know if any of you have been on the internet looking for people, or if you're thinking about it, but if you are, I have 2 words of advice for you. Be careful. You don't know what you're going to get out there. I had a date with this one woman. She told me she loves a hairy chest. She's not shaving for me or any other man. I had a date with another woman. Told me she looked like one of the Spice Girls. It's like, jackpot. Couldn't wait to find out which one. Then I got there and it's like, oh no, Old Spice. But you know, disappointment, two-way street on the internet. I found that out the hard way. I had a date with a woman who was none too happy with what she got. I said, hey, I don't know what you think you're going to find out there on the used husband market, but I have a job and most of my teeth, and ladies, that puts me in the top half of the class. I don't know if any of the ladies in the audience tonight are thinking of leaving your current relationship, finding a new man. But if you are, I have some important information you probably ought to know. Pretty much what's out there. Yes, the grass is actually grayer on the other side. And the lawn has bald spots. Match.com has this feature where they will show you pictures of all the women who have viewed your profile. Here's my problem with this information. None of these ladies contacted me. So I asked you, do I actually need to see the list of all the women who looked at my picture and went, ew, no. But fortunately, they have a guarantee on Match.com. They say if you're on there for 6 months and don't find love, you know what they'll do? They'll give you another 6 months for free. So I got my free 6 months, after which I still hadn't found love. So I said, I sent them an email. I said, hey, what now, Match.com? You know what they did? They sent me a full refund and a certificate that says, congratulations, you are the biggest loser. Yeah, I didn't feel too good about that either. So in desperation, I joined this dating service called It's Just Lunch. Some of you may have heard of it, but here's the deal with It's Just Lunch. For $1,800, $1,800, they guarantee you 6 dates. I'm an accountant. I've done the math. I can get 6 hookers for $1,800. 6 hookers and a big screen TV. You know what I got for my $1,800? Lunch. It's just lunch. See, I swear I've had it with this dating service crap. It's just lunch doesn't work. That's it. Next stop, it's just lotion. I joined this online group called OkCupid, or as they ought to call it, OkStupid. They ask all these crazy questions, and you don't know how to answer these things. I go to fill out my profile. First question is, would you date somebody twice your age? I'm 55. No. Next question is, would you consider having sex in a graveyard? I was married 25 years. You say tomato, I say tomato. Next question is, do you consider yourself to be a generous lover? Not really. I usually just pay what she charges. The next question was, if you could have anything you want, what would be the single greatest improvement to your sex life? A volunteer. Thank you all very much. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Very good stuff, Katie. I like Katie's stuff.